as you all can see, today I'm here with a very small video, but a very small session, not a video, very small session to tell you about your term 2 strategy for social science. We all know that after term 1, term 2 में हमारे पास time बहुत कम है. Most of the people, most of the schools I know, they have covered the syllabus. कहीं जगह syllabus बाकी भी है. So ये time we do not afford to waste a single day. So we need to have a strategy on day 1 as to how we are going to prepare ourselves for the term 2 CBSE examination. So before planning, first we need to know what are we planning for. So let's have a look at the syllabus of term 2 social science class 10th. So this is your syllabus. History, we all know it's history, political science, geography and eco. Now in history, we are getting just one chapter. Now you must be thinking that I have written 3 chapters. Now why have I written that? I am going to tell you. So the in your board examination, you will just get one chapter from history, that is nationalism in India. However, these 2 topics, making of the global world and the age of industrialization, these 2 topics are to be assessed only in your periodic tests. So in your schools, periodic test, obviously you have to give tests. So वहाँ पे अगर हमें ये chapters पढ़ाए गए हैं, so you have to be very clear कि ये 2 जो chapters हैं वो सिर्फ आपके periodic test में ही आपको evaluate किया जाएगा इन पर. You are not going to get any question from these 2 chapters in your board examination. So these 2 are for PT, periodic test, and only nationalism in India, just one chapter from history is going to come in the board paper of term 2. Then coming to political science, we have just 2 chapters, that is political parties and outcomes of democracy. Just 2 chapters. So 1 in history, 2 in political science. अभी तक सिर्फ 3 chapters हैं. Coming to geography, again we have 3 chapters, mineral and energy resources, then we have manufacturing industries and the lifelines of Indian national economy. Now here, these 2 chapters, manufacturing industries and lifelines of national economy, 2 chapters are going to come in your board examination of CBSE. However, this chapter, mineral and energy resources, is again a topic which you have to study, which you will be taught, but you will only be evaluated in your periodic assessments, in your periodic test. No question is going to come from this topic as well as these 2 topics in your board examination. So 1 chapter from history, 2 from political science and 2 from geography. So as of now we have just 5 chapters. And coming to economics, we have 2 more chapters here, money and credit and globalization in the Indian economy. So ये हमारा syllabus है. Nationalism in India 1, political parties 2, outcomes of democracy 3, then you have manufacturing industries 4, lifelines of national economy 5, money and credit 6, and 7th is your globalization and the Indian economy. So now that we are clear with the syllabus, we must know that ये division chapter wise तो है, but marks की weightage क्या है? Well, the weightage of your marks is that total marks of term 2 paper is 40. 40 marks का है आपका term 2, जिसमें history, pol science, then you have geography and eco. Each is of 10 marks. यानी कि अगर हमारा इधर सिर्फ एक चैप्टर है, in nationalism in India, that is of 10 marks. Here political science, geography, eco, we have 2 chapters each. So हमारा weight जो topic है वो इस तरह से divide हो गया है. 10 history, 10 pol science, 10 geography, 10 eco, and total we get 40, which is your paper. Now सबसे पहले difference समझ लो between term 2 and term 1. Term 1 we know, we were clearly told it is objective. आप दे भी चुके हो पेपर, हमने प्रिपरेशन भी की थी. Term 2 जो है that is subjective. So this paper is a subjective paper. Subjective means that you will not get options like your term 1. यहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चंस दिए जाएंगे एंड यू विल हैव टू राइट डिटेल्ड आंसर. Now there could be a 2-mark question, 3-mark, 5-mark, depending on the mark score or the blueprint that will soon be released by CBSE. So तब तक हमारी प्रिपरेशन कैसी होनी चाहिए, that now we should come out of that term 1 zone and हमारा फोकस होना चाहिए on how we write the answer. So किस तरीके से हम प्लानिंग करेंगे, क्या क्या चीज़ें हम ध्यान में रखेंगे, I am going to write that. सबसे पहले हिस्ट्री है, अगर हिस्ट्री से सबसे पहले बच्चे भागते हैं, सो हिस्ट्री को हमें ये देखना है सबसे पहली चीज़ दैट वी जस्ट हैव टू प्रिपेयर 1 चैप्टर. सो दैट ऑलरेडी जब हम मेंटली सोचते हैं ओके वी जस्ट हैव टू स्टडी 1 चैप्टर, सो वी ऑलरेडी फील दैट ओके हाफ ऑफ आवर थिंग इज डन. बट दैट इज़ नॉट सफिशिएंट. व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इज़ लाइक हमें टाइमलाइंस प्रिपेयर करने बहुत ज़रूरी है. एक चैप्टर है बट 10 मार्क है उस चैप्टर का वेटेज, सो हमें थॉरो प्रिपरेशन होनी चाहिए. नाउ व्हेन आई से दैट दिस टर्म 2 इज सब्जेक्टिव, डेफिनेटली सब्जेक्टिव का वेटेज ज़्यादा रहेगा, but you will be having few questions in objective nature also. Now what is the division between objective and subjective, that we will be soon knowing when CBSE releases its sample papers. And but still one thing you have to be sure now, that is more of your paper, the higher weightage of your paper will be of subjective questions. So timelines prepare करने हैं, we need to learn how to write answers. सबसे पहले हम टॉपिक समझेंगे, अगर हिस्ट्री में पढ़ रहे हैं हम एक स्टोरी की फॉर्म में इवेंट्स देखेंगे, टाइमलाइन प्रिपेयर करेंगे दैट ओके दिस ईयर दिस इवेंट हैपेंड, दिस ईयर दिस इवेंट हैपेंड. एटलीस्ट इवेंट वाइज जब चीज़ें हमारे दिमाग में रहेंगी, सो एज अ स्टोरी वी कैन ईजिली अंडरस्टैंड इट. एंड उसको पढ़ने के लिए हमें NCERT बुक्स सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट इज़ द बेस बुक. वी कैन रेफर एनी बुक, बट सबसे पहले द मेन बुक दैट वन मस्ट ऑल रीड एंड स्टडी फ्रॉम इज़ योर NCERT. So be it history, be it geography, like geography mein we know we have maps and we have too many places, too many things, too many concepts, so we have to see all that. Similarly when we talk about economics, economics हमें simple लगती है, simple definitely है, but we have to practice the questions. कई बार questions बहुत confusing हमसे पूछ सकते हैं, we know that okay we know the topic, but when we see the question we get little confused. So this practice has to be done. Similarly, when we come to and even in economics, we have some diagrams, we have some data, flow charts. So that data has to be there in our mind. Now coming to pol science, again we have to be very clear with the topic. The question practice is very, very important. So be it history, civics, geography or pol science, the planning must include the following things. फर्स्ट वी मस्ट स्टिक टू NCERT. हमारी जो बेस बुक है दैट इज़ दी NCERT बुक्स प्लस CBSE सैम्पल पेपर्स. नाउ वंस द CBSE सैम्पल पेपर्स आर रिलीज्ड, सो हम सबसे पहले अपनी बेस बुक से पढ़ेंगे, वी विल प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस, वी विल स्टडी फ्रॉम देयर एंड देन सैम्पल पेपर्स से हम प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. And we can have as many sample papers as we want. But सबसे पहले the main book, main planning, main preparing is going to start from your NCERT textbook. The second thing is that since this paper is subjective in nature, so presentation of answer is very, very important, because here you have to write answers. So grammatically भी हमें सही होना है, because we are in class 10, what we are writing should make sense. And 2-3 चीज़ें presentation में बहुत clear है, that answers should be written in points as per the marking scheme. हमें points में आंसर लिखना है. Highlight the main part or point or keyword. So there must be a thing that we are writing about certain things, so we have to highlight that. So presentation of answer में यही चीज़ है, हम points में लिखेंगे, neatly, cleanly लिखेंगे. Points have to be clearly demarcated and crisp. Then main keywords must be highlighted. So all these things must be kept in mind, and this is exactly what I mean when I say that we have to work on our presentation skills. We need to work on the quality of your answers. So points should be clear and crisp. So these three things must be kept in mind because ये सारे चीज़ें जो है हमारे आंसर की क्वालिटी को बेटर करता है. So presentation of answer is very very important as far as our term 2 is concerned. So planning, preparing, सबसे पहले we are going to decide a topic जो हमने पढ़ लिया है. We'll plan according to our own way that we have to start from history first, geography, eco. Everyone should prepare a timetable. Topic लो, book, take your NCERT, start reading, start doing questions, make your own questions from there. Questions बहुत सारे हैं. CBSE की sample papers देखो, पिछले questions देखो and practice that. Then practice में we must see that how we are able to write the answer. So that should be kept in mind as far as social studies is concerned. And if we start preparing from now, it is very easy that हम बहुत easily अपना time से course complete कर सकते हैं. बहुत बार multiple revisions can also be done. And obviously if we start this thing now, I'm pretty sure that what answers we are writing now, and अगर हम एक महीने बाद देखते हैं, we can see a difference. And that is exactly what is going to set your answers and your quality of answers apart from others. So please focus on this. This is very very important. And getting full marks, that is 40 out of 40 here, is not a difficult task. अगर हम इसी तरह से planning करते रहेंगे, we'll keep practicing and we'll keep make sure that we cover the NCERT books thoroughly. Then I am sure that it is not at all difficult to score a complete 40 here. Yes, you must be worrying that okay, subjective is a little difficult, what if our marks get deducted, but for that, this thing must be followed. Point 2 is very important for that. But this thing ये तो term 1 में भी था. So NCERT base books उठाइए, start reading from that, start planning, start preparing your answers like this, and I am sure you can score a 40 out of 40 very easily. Now with this, I wish you all the very best. And I shall see you next in my next session. And before that, for more of the videos, before beginning this session, I would want you to please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.